Hello, happy Sunday. So today is a big video that I'm going to make because I'm going to share more of my testimony. And I guess I'll start out by, because I always say I'm not perfect and I've made mistakes, and, I'm going to name the biggest one I made. And it was shortly after my mom passed, and I had just got done telling her, that, while she was passing, that I was going to do all that I could to be the woman that she would want me to be one day. And then, so, she passed away, and that was hard, and I was going through this and that, turning here for this, to feel comfort, turning there for comfort, and it was just all in wrong places. And then, I'm probably going to get judged a lot on this or looked down on, but you know what? I've changed my life completely, and I am truly on the right track in following God and striving for perfection. So, here it goes. So, in doing that, I always thought I was a Christian. I was very lukewarm, and so, anyways, I was drinking a lot, and I wanted to go drifting one night, and I did, and I was doing so great. It was so fun, and, I was next to a ditch, and I was like, well, I should probably slow down before I find the ditch, and needless to say, I found the ditch before I could stop. So, I slid in the ditch, and I'm freaking out. My friend's, getting out of the car, and I'm just sitting there like I just drifted into a ditch. Like, are you kidding me? And I get out, and it's all still so funny to me. I'm trying to call people to get me, and then the cops come. Not so funny. And then I get arrested, and I go to jail, and I got a DUI. And so I got to spend the night in jail, and I was sitting there just thinking, you're so dumb. You are so stupid. You just let your mom down, the biggest letdown a parent could possibly have. And I was so upset with myself. And then I was just thinking, how could you? And then at that moment, I decided I'm going to change my ways. And I did. A lot. And I'm just so happy that I found God. Now, drinking isn't even big to me. I could be around, Jack Daniels, Fireball, Mike's Hards, things I used to be obsessed with, and I'm just you know what? I'm not into it. Or weed, even. I was such a pothead, and oh my goodness, and now I'm just it's just, I want Jesus. That's all I want. He has replaced it completely with His love. And, then here's another part of my testimony. So, this one is really hard for me to say, because it's kind of one of my deepest secrets kind of being put on blast. But you know what? I'm saying it because I feel like it might help people that are going through a hard time, that have gone through things like this. So, I was molested when I was younger, and by a family member, and that hurt. And I had a lot of people in my family call me a liar, and my mom was really the only one that had my back. And so that was hard after she passed. I didn't really know who to go to, and I was so confused. And so, I was dealing with all that, and, it had always been hard. I had people that had found out make fun of me, and just, it was tough, and I felt really out of place, like an oddball out, but luckily I was never one that drank because of it, or turned to sex because of it, but I definitely was looking in the wrong places to feel good about myself. I would just party and be I'm happy. That's what I want everybody to see me as, was just happy. Nothing's wrong ever. And there was a lot wrong. But then, one day, shortly, when my mom passed, my mom was so mad at my family members for not having my back, for calling me a liar and saying the terrible things they did. And of course, it's a mom. What mom has a kid that is sexually abused and isn't furious with that person that did it, or the people that call your daughter a liar, or your son, or whoever it happens to. But here's the thing, I was just so confused and mixed with emotions there. My mom was oh, you don't have to forgive, and then I'm over here lukewarm, still thinking, oh, but Jesus forgave all those people after hanging Him on the cross and beating Him brutally. So it was just so confusing. And after my mom passed, I started getting closer and closer to God, thankfully, because the pain I was feeling and the trouble I was getting into, I would have gone so far downhill if He wouldn't have pulled me out like He did. And so I truly turned towards Him, and I forgave. I forgave everybody. And, in Isaiah chapter 41, verse 10, "Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. Yes, I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." And that just right there, I know that he was always with me through the hard times. He would always lift me up, and he would help me feel at peace. Like he was probably a big part of the reason that I didn't turn to, the sex or drugs or anything like that. And I feel like he's gonna use me for things like this right now to reach out to people who have been sexually abused or been a partier and doesn't think that they can turn from their sin, because you can. God can help you through, and he will. You just have to trust in him. And I forgave my family members, and I'm glad I did. It doesn't matter what family members said what, who did what, and because it says in Matthew chapter 6 verse 14 and 15, for if you forgive men their trespasses, your heavenly Father will also forgive you. But if you do not forgive men their trespasses, neither will your Father forgive your trespasses. And so it's a lot easier said than done to be like, oh yeah, I'm just going to forgive this person for they mentally screwed up my head. But you know what? After I truly started following, it was crazy the forgiveness I had for them. And now, I sincerely have love in my heart for them again. And I can sincerely say, it doesn't hurt anymore, because I know the truth and God knows the truth. And I chose to start over and to forgive, because I looked at how forgiving Jesus and God are. They forgive me, and I sin every day, all the time. And I got a DUI. No sin is different in God's eyes. Every sin is the same. A lie, a rapist, and anything. So, and he doesn't favor anybody. So it's just, I just decided to let it go. And I am living such a great life now. And I'm just able to reach out to people and help them through so many things because of that. And in Matthew 18:28-20, 18:22, excuse me. Then Peter came to him and said, "Lord, how often shall my brother sin against me that I forgive him? Up to 7 times?" Jesus said to him, "I do not say to you up to 7 times, but up to 70 times 7. So, pretty much always forgive. Always. And so I'm holding strong to that, and it has helped me so much, and I really hope this video has helped you guys. And I'm sorry it was so long, and I'm trying to cut it short, but there was just a lot to say there, and I'm kind of nervous to put this out there, but I'm hoping that it really did help some of you guys. And if you feel inspired, please share this, and just know that just never give up, because God will never give up on you. He will keep his promise, and he will go all the way with you. You just got to give it all you have, because it is so worth it. Just put your trust in him, walk in truth and righteousness, and let's lift each other up as Christians and help each other through the spiritual battle, because that's what's going on right now, and we cannot let Satan win. We have got to keep up the fight, guys, in righteousness and truth. I love you all. God bless. Have a great day.